this is the boat. I mean, there was that dream where it was funny, I was waving to my mom and dad. They were at the pier, and I was so happy. So happy. And I was swimming in the water and then got into a boat, but it wasn't water, it was all semen. And then I was in the boat. Zach wasn't there, but I was so happy because it was like all of his energy around me, and I was covered in semen and cum. And I was waving to my mom and dad from the pier. Which is interesting too, because I think I used to have a lot of problems with semen and cum when I was younger, or maybe had problems with sex. And my ex-husband was like, you know, if I gave you $1 million, would you swim in semen? And I was like, ew, God, no. He's like, would you swim in semen in a scuba outfit or something? Or like, would you swim in a pool of, you know, mutilated fish guts and semen? And I'd be like, no. So he was always like, it's very antagonistic with me, but maybe he was also trying to really stretch my imagination a lot. But then there was this like total healing place where then finally I was so in love, and then I was so thrilled with semen from my lover that I wanted my entire body covered in it, and then I wanted to be in a boat with it and in the semen water. Loved it. So, not for $1 million, but for love. That's obviously like the top of the roof. And these are some of the ones where I've worked out the diagram of active to X, reflexive to X oneself, or passive to be X'd. And I've like worked out some kind of diagram. And worked out mode of production, ideology, relations, and forces. And then it's like, and then diagram that. This is a Hegelian culture, mode of production with ideology, classes, relations, populations, and forces. And then this is what that looks like. Which I think is like looking down on the well. Or it's a doorway. Or it's the vagina. Or the mouth. I think that's not, I don't think that's this series. I think some of these are not totally matches my outfit. I don't think I have to wear this one. So I don't think these are based on dreams. I think this is artwork. Oh, look at my scarf. It's gorgeous. This is a point though in my dream where, like, you know, it seems so important, like these two things that are trying to interact together. And then, you know, like you wake up and you're like, where was that? Is that like a spider's web? And that's like something's trying to touch another thing, you know? So I think this is also like, this says something though. YRLT, wild or wild light. I don't know. This is obviously a close-up of like the shadows and the train tracks. This is really important. And this is I don't know. This is obviously, I feel, I can't tell where this is. Like, I mean, maybe that's me reaching out into that black box to find out what that dream is about. It's about my scarf here. And then I think this is, well, wait a minute. This is, oh yeah, that's the Indian chief. And that is, that's also a really important part. That must have been the trail. But this is also the Indian shaman that was looking down at me. This is when I solved the murder of the serial killer in New York, who was like using barbed wire and then spreading tapioca over the barbed wire wounds. But I solved the crime. Yeah. This is, I think, like hands over her face. It's coming from the tree, though. And then this is the mother and the son talking, but they're obviously maggots. Maybe they're bed bugs. That's that creepy face again that always comes into my dream, like laughing, smiling face. These two are having a conversation, and I mean, this is obviously like a pig mask, and this guy's very intrigued, but he also, I don't know, those might be two philosophers. It might be Deleuze and Guattari talking. But there's, of course, a penis, but the penis is split down the middle so that there's a river, so that it's two people kissing. The penis is two people kissing. Yeah, so the penis is two lovers. This is obviously how I felt after that particular dream, a little bit shattered, that the penis is two lovers. And then this is obviously something that I drank, or a scene from that. Let me see if I have another one. No, I think that is the end of the. That is the end of the Sort of True Stories, based on my dreams.